Welcome to Check That Book, a special place where we get not today, not today. I am delighted to introduce you to my own baby, my work that I've been nurturing and polishing and living. I've been living this for about 2 decades. Yes, I'm old. I'm going to briefly introduce you to my own disturbing book, albeit it is not really that disturbing, but I believe it deserves to be mentioned here because where else, you guys? Where else? I'm glad to have worked with Amazon and Kindle uh, on this piece. Mainly, I've been working on this, but Amazon made it possible for me to finally have this amazing, good quality hardback book. So, what is Misanthropically Inclined? Exactly. What kind of book is this, and why is it so bleak? I know it looks a bit dark, but that's kind of the intention behind it. I will most likely make a longer video someday, hopefully, to promote the book better. If someone is interested, it's going to be a whole different subject. Much this video today is different. It's not quite your average disturbing book, no sir. This is actually a poetry collection, and if you've been on this channel for a while, then you know that I am a poet and into poetry, reciting pretty much everything from Byron and Shakespeare to my own works, which you will find here. This book is available on Amazon, both as an ebook, finally, and the hardback version. After trying and trying again with paperback, yes, I have published 4 books previously, and none of them satisfied me as an author. None of them, this is difficult because to me, paperbacks are awesome, don't get me wrong, there's no serious problem with them. If you have to do a paperback, you do a paperback. I'm not against it. But to me personally, working with paperback has been a nightmare, both with the printing hoses and my own relationship to it. So the ebook lacks any illustrations. Uh, in the hardback, most of them are drawn by me. So yes, some sketches are quite, well, they're not difficult, as you can see. I'm not an artist by any means, but if you have the technology and you have an imagination and you have time, then you'll be good. You'll be fine. Yes, the ebook does not have some pages from the author, some discussions, quite a lengthy monologue actually, but it is misanthropically inclined after all, so I have something to say. The ebook is basically just your poetry collection, which doesn't make it any less of an important piece of work to me, and lacking. It doesn't make it lacking. You get what is advertised, which is a poetry collection. Just listen to this. I and the smell. This one is for those who appreciate a good book on a physical level. This is for those who are into collecting books, specifically poetry, who appreciate the sensation of a book in their hands, the quality of the paper. Thank you so much, Amazon UK. This one is I highly recommend you order from the United Kingdom. They always do a great job with their printing, so I cannot recommend it more. What else is there to say? From the depths of poetic despair, this book is thought provoking and emotional work by an exhausted romantic. It serves as the author's exclamation mark to society and as a personal challenge that, despite its title, brings out the best in humankind. At least that's what I think this is. It's challenging, really, to promote your own book and make a proper introduction to it, because I'm not sure I can do justice to it, if you know what I mean. Especially if this is kind of like a personal project to a degree. But then again, you might ask, well, Ro, if it's that personal, why'd you publish it? I will tell you, my dear obnoxious friend, because I can. Because I want to. Because something needs to be left behind, right? I can't stop admiring the physicality of it and cradling it in my arms, because yeah. So, both the ebook and the hardback version have a big poetry collection, not huge, but big enough. Poems written throughout the past couple of decades. The book is divided into 5 segments, each having an appropriate title. Well, for example, there is My Friend Depression, which is a whole segment. Fair Warning, which kind of connects the book to this channel in a way. Disturbing Factor. The poetry itself, in my not so humble opinion, I believe, again, difficult to do justice to your own work, but I think it's not that disturbing. It's the thought behind them. And if you're able, again, to look past certain cliches, then I think you will find it entertaining. I really believe you would. If you are an admirer of a poetic genre, then I strongly encourage you to give this a try. Seriously, not just because I want to make money of this. Well, who wouldn't want to make money of their own book as an author, right? Nah, this is a bit different. This one has a message to it, a message, and I really hope that I will find my audience. I will find like minded people, hopefully. Or, I would hopefully wake up some of you guys from your slumber of perfection and the world full of illusions and pink shades that many people wear, unfortunately. Why? Sure, it's nice to get carried away sometimes, but reality sucks. Yeah, this is bleak. This is a rather bleak book. 50% of it is bleak, dark, gloomy, full of sarcasm, lamenting, all of that. I hope that my usage of words and my way of writing conveys this atmosphere and emotional depth in an understandable and easy to read way, hopefully. Some might argue I use some Shakespearean words and turns of phrases. Well, you guys, I speak many languages. Let's begin with that. English is definitely number one in my case, but it's more so because I use it every day. I write in it. I read in it mostly. So, yeah, the language you think in should be your native. Well, according to psychological studies, and yeah, what happens if you think in like 4 languages? What does that make me? You can also hear it in my accent when I talk. Yeah, sometimes I shift to slightly Scottish, sometimes I shift to slightly Balkan, sometimes I shift to God knows what. So yeah. If you're curious about me though, you're welcome to join me on a stream, which will happen this year. Hopefully, we'll have it done as I promised. We'll do a stream together, and I'll play a disturbing game. So I like disturbing games, or pure mindfuck games. We could try something. Rusty Lake. How do you feel about that? Maybe we should play Rusty Lake. Yeah? No? Leave a comment down below. What should we play? Or your own recommendation. So like I mentioned, 50%, roughly 50% of this book is bleak, but the other 50 is heavily romantic. This would not be a proper poetry book without some romance in it, and subjects of feelings and love doesn't always have to be dark, and depressive and pain striking. No, there's also good in here, some devotion, some memories. There's a whole segment called nostalgia, which is actually my favorite, despite it being despite it consisting of a lot of poems from my teenage years that I've perfected because, well, grammar. And you can play with the language if you're a poet, in my opinion, but you can't really fuck the language up. So some polishing was necessary, and I hope I've done an okay job. Please, yes. Misanthropically Inclined, a poetry collection by V.A. Rowe, which is me. Hello, how you doing? I will gladly answer more questions, maybe during the stream or in the comments section down below. I will gladly make another video on the books. The book. I just have several copies here to, show off. But this was a short introduction to this one. And yes, the links will be in the description down below for both the hardback version, the ebook version, and also make sure to check out my author's page, which I will also link, because it's a short introduction to me as a persona, and maybe, as an author that I am, so that you get a brief, summary of what am I, what am I, and yes, it's really difficult. This video is completely unscripted. I'm still on emotions here, they are gnawing at me really, because I'm all over the place. I kind of want to go out there and shove the book into the faces of people and go like, go read it. I made it. It's an achievement. It is. And with this being said, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate anyone out there, anyone at all, who has similar little or not so little achievements. I know what it feels like to get your own creative work out there into the world, to get it to see the light of day finally. When you hold the final product in your hands, when you hold the result of your labor on its own, this is rewarding. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like disturbing content, if you like disturbing literature, just literature actually, if you like poetry, anything that has to do with people using words in a written form, if you like all of that, please, you're welcome to subscribe. And of course, as usual, give this video a boost in the form of an erect thumb, because, well, I am trying to promote my book slowly but surely. Hopefully I'll make a Christmas video that would dive deeper into it. I'm already reciting some of my own poetry here on YouTube. Check my reels out. And I'll be reciting a wee bit more, so that maybe it would spark your interest. In the meantime, I thank you once again so much for supporting this channel, all of you. I appreciate that. And I will see you very soon. There's a lot of content coming up. Bye.